Yes, we are.
I hope so, buddy.
How would you?
All right.
That's
Did you restart it?
Yeah. We just started.
All right. Welcome back.
We were talking about how jacked you are. We already touched on the finer points in life.
Appreciate that.
So what else is new? Oh, should we start doing like an intro or
I think we should do an intro.
like? Okay. Okay.
No, I mean, it's just, you gotta give me a chance to elaborate here. I think nothing over the top. I noticed that a lot of these
You want to
channels.
go under the bottom?
I am a bottom, and everyone knows I'm a bottom. You're the top. He's the butch. I'm the bitch. Let's go. We should do an intro. Yeah, we should.
That's how swordfish do it.
So, yeah, but I think we should be something subtle, like, hey, Beer Street Podcast, coming at you. I think we should start doing live
action. Yeah, I want to get. So I was looking at some mics today.
Mm-hmm.
Going to try to see what we could put together in the next few weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have a good solution for the tabletop.
Do tell.
We're going to get some sort of red velvet crocodile tablecloth.
I like it.
So we're going to have the red and yellow in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
You're the snake. We're getting all the snake
Let's
colors.
get the Year of the Snake. I'm just seeing if my check hit. Yeah.
And what else? Did some deadlifts today, talking about lifting.
Okay, I want to know what you
But
did.
you said you were doing 2 a days?
I'm doing 2 a days, yes.
So,
Damn it, my check didn't hit yet.
So, yeah, I did one exercise. I just did some deadlifts, and that was it. First time I did them in like 2 months. And moved some decent weight compared to last time. Big improvement.
So, all right, last time you deadlifted, how much you do?
I don't want to talk numbers.
I do. I want to know, man. Come on. Look. In the beginning, I would address the camera. Not you. I'm addressing the camera now because fuck you. The man puts up serious weight. Weight that I'm jealous of. Like
400 pounds today is what I was deadlifting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. It's not like...
This is a man who doesn't pride himself on his deadlifts. The dude bench pressed that the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, I deadlift." Motherfucker, he's got the owner of the gym screaming at him.
There's no. The numbers are irrelevant.
No, the numbers are important.
Working out is working out.
I like knowing how strong my fucking boyfriend is. I want to know if I can be picked up and tossed around.
Listen, I already had a sushi date with another guy tonight.
Did you? Did you go? Oh, I know who you went with. Yeah, you went with him. Yeah.
Dude, I'm living the dream, bro.
I know you're living the dream.
Eating sushi, podcasting, working out.
What gets me is that dude didn't be like, oh, hey, why don't you come over here, hang out here a couple days? It's not far from where you work. Chill over here. He's like, he'll have you. Whatever, man. I'm just talking shit on a homeboy. Because I'm pissed off. We tried helping him the other day, and he just would not listen to a word we were saying. He just stood there, like you said in the past, just argues with himself. Well, this and that negative point. He's like, but the positive. We're like, well, here's
well, I don't want to go on bitching about him.
Fuck him.
Funny story about him, though. Today, our other buddy bought some pop-up trailer. Did he send you the picture?
Our other buddy?
So
no, I didn't get to. I know who you're talking about.
They brought this pop-up trailer to his house and just dropped it off in the driveway because the trailer lights weren't working. So they popped it open to go climb inside and check it out, and there's all these bugs and ants in there and shit. This guy that gave it to him basically had it just sitting on his property, not doing anything. So he's gonna take it to some festival or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is just a mess. And now it's just sitting in his driveway. And it's don't let him just leave it there. You gotta tell him this is just gonna turn into But I was surprised because when they sent me the picture, it was all. I thought it was an actual camper.
Mm.
But it all folds down.
It folds out to that thing.
Yeah.
So let me shed some light on this or get some details here. So our buddy purchased it, but he left it. He left it in the other guy's driveway. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. All right.
Yeah, it's if he had no lights. Well, if he could drive it here, he could drive it home.
Yeah. So why the fuck is it sitting there? Yeah. That what do you call it? A friend we're talking about is my oldest friend. I met homeboy in 1991. 21.
Yeah.
We have been buddies for 33 years. I was at the gym today and I thought of another thing. You know how I say homeboy, homegirl? That, like, I say certain things that are kind of like ghetto or gangster. I say those things not seriously. They started as a joke.
Ironically.
They started as a joke, and all of a sudden they became the vernacular. Do you remember the show Workaholics?
Yeah.
So the coworker died, and they were like trying to do this thing, and I don't know, they fucked it up somehow. So they put like a screen up, and they're like, we don't remember her name, so they just, this is homegirl. They just called her homegirl. So I started referring to my female friends as homegirls, and it was a joke, and now all of a sudden it stuck. Like, so the girls I tell you about, they're my buddies. I'm like, homegirl, that's the homegirl. It started as a joke and now it stuck. So I don't think people think I'm like that much of an asshole, but I more than likely am.
It sounds gayer than it does.
It sounds 100%. I hang out in Asbury. I hang out with the homos. These are my people. The homos and the trains are my people. And I'm like, no, saying homegirl sounds really gay.
The homos and the homeboys.
The homos are the homeboys. Sorry. Dude, what is it? My fucking dick starts itching the second I sit down here.
Thinking about
That's why I put my computer there.
You're thinking about gays, you got a little...
Now I got a little chub. I got to move from
a little tingle in your shorts.
Remember the tummy tuck we had to do when we were in 8th grade? Remember you get that boner out of nowhere, you have to tuck it up into your basketball shorts and say, Mr. Caruso, would you like to come up and answer? No, miss, I'll just take the 0 for the day. Like, you had to tuck... how many times I had to tuck a boner and go up and answer a question on the board? I will tell you this, my dick now was the same size in 1998. So I'm in 7th and 8th grade having the dick I have now. Bro, you understand how big... Alright, the dick is average now, but as a young man, that's a hog. You have that dick I do now as a fucking 135-pound fucking 13-year-old. Don't you judge me, bro. You think when you're fucking that young, this dick's gonna be huge. You get to a certain age, you're like, God damn, it hasn't grown at all in the last 27 years.
That's funny.
Nope, it's not funny, and that's the problem. None of the shit we do is funny. Tony, we suck. I love you. You're my buddy. Our show fucking sucks. Why does it suck, Tony? Because I don't do any fucking research. I don't come up with any topics. I sit here and I wait for you to say something. And the second you walk away, I just stare at the camera like...
I'm not saying shit. You know what I'm talking about.
No, because I suck, dude, and you know it.
No, dude, it's great. You're stretching your nuts.
I gotta scratch the balls of the itch. I've been drinking and I suck. Tony, I suck. I suck so much. But I hope you know I was talking shit to you at the light over here. That was just fucking around.
I know. It's all good.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Alright, anyway.
Oh, I'm a fucking failure. I'm such a fucking failure.
Nah, dude.
Oh, I suck so much.
Bro, this is our 25th episode.
Oh, and it's we're already off to a horrible start. Jesus Christ. Tony, every time I look into the mirror, I'm like, who the fuck is that fat, disgusting failure? I'm like, oh, that's me. Oh, my dick itches. Better scratch it now. I'm on fucking camera. Better make noise. I'm such an asshole. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I'm such a dick.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me. I've been drinking. I'm very upset. I
know, dude. You gotta calm down.
I gotta calm down. I'm glad you came out, though. I really am.
Oh, shit. Good day today, man. It was a good day.
You had a good day?
Yeah, dude.
Tell me about your good day.
Dude, you look like you had a good day.
I was doing all right. I saw you at that light, and I'm like, this motherfucker. I saw him at the light, and I started talking.
Why did that make you fire up?
It did. No, I was just trying to fuck with you.
Yeah.
I realized, man, I might sound gay, but I'm happy to have a buddy who's fucking equally as much of a piece of goddamn shit, dog shit as I am. And
yeah, well, and that's why we got to be those guys to everybody else in the world. So they can listen to us and be like, wow, listen to these pieces of shit.
Listen to these pieces of shit. I remember back in 21 where I was working the night shift and I come out of that Wawa and I hear Serpico. And I turn around and I go, because you got this beard, this hair, you look like a fucking cave person. I was like, I literally said to you, I'm like, I don't know who you were. He's like, Caruso. I'm like, oh, homeboy, what up, buddy?
Homeboy.
I started as a joke and I kept it going.
For anyone, I just want to, be clear. You heard what he just said, right? You can't ever claim that he doesn't like gay people. He said, I look like a cave person.
A cave person. I am politically correct. I'm not going to say caveman or cavewoman. He looked like a cave person.
Yeah, so you can't cancel us now.
No, I care about women and shit. I can't wait till Cunt Mala's the president. God, I hope somebody puts on. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, sir.
I want to tell you well done.
We might be ready for the big time.
We're getting close to there.
Dude, the mics I was looking at today were kind of nice.
Tell me about the mics.
And here's the nice thing, right? There's ebbs and flows to everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's more podcasts out there now than there ever has been.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It means the market's saturated.
And?
We don't have the talent to keep up with the big boys.
Opposite. Everybody else doesn't have the talent to keep up with the big boys.
I like the way you think. It's very positive.
We're going to be going on Craigslist and getting all the podcasting equipment for half the price from all the dipshits in fucking Williamsburg, Brooklyn, who thought, hey, let's start a podcast.
Oh my God, I fucking can't stand. Dude, I was in Manhattan not too long ago, and I've seen these hipsters walk around, and just hearing the shit they talk about, like your life is not real. You live in a fucking fantasy world. Like, get your shit together. I don't know, man. These guys are fucking morons. Jesus Christ. Like, you know, I think just the plight of being a Gen Z, and just we don't get the respect we deserve. And I don't think I should have to work because, you know, I see life for what it is. And it's an unwinnable battle. And oh my God, if your grandparents are still alive, they'd fucking disown you. You lazy, good for nothing piece of dog shit. Could have said that in a mirror. Sorry, Tony. I'm disappointed with myself and the choices that I made in my life.
Yeah, but you seem like you've been doing good this week. You're changing them.
I have been changing them, but you know, it takes like 30 days for it to become a habit. So I've been taking the advice you've given me, and then, as soon as I wake up early, and as soon as I wake up, I accomplish something. I do, whether it's make the bed or make breakfast or do something, make a protein shake. It's weird. It sounds dumb, but like I do that now. It's like, what's next? Now I'm getting into the routine. I know I'm only a weekend, but it's made, I think, a difference. I think you notice a difference in how I'm acting. Even though I'm drunk as fuck right now, I think you notice that it has made a difference in how I've been composing myself.
Good shit, man.
No, good shit because of you, bro. You've always had my goddamn back, and I don't appreciate you, and I treat you like an asshole.
No, you don't.
Well, I hope not, because
you show up to record.
I appreciate everything you've done for me, man. I know there were times where, and I've been feeling bad lately, because I'm not trying to blow up your spot, but you seem like you were pissed off for a while, and I wasn't there for you, and there were times where I was pissed the fuck off back in April, dude. And like, yeah, alright, you're right.
40 years old, I've been pissed off since I was a teenager.
The man hides it like I've never seen. So it's tough to tell when you're really like worked up and angry, but there were times, remember back in April, I called you, bro, you answered that phone, we were on the phone for a couple hours, man, you had my back. But now I'm thinking like, and I didn't think about it at the time because I'm a selfish dick, and I'm like, man, Tony was real angry, he's real pissed off, and it's like, I should have been there to fucking talk him down, say, hey man, it's not a big deal, whatever, man. I wasn't, I didn't do that, and today I thought about it and I've been feeling shitty about it, and I apologize.
Whatever, dude.
I mean, I could be making a fucking mountain out of a molehill, but nah, you were there for me, I should have been there for you when you were angry.
Whatever, dude, I'm always angry. That's the problem. That's why I get myself in trouble.
Okay, you definitely do, but dude, it's fucking so.
I don't want to bring up that phone call video.
I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm just gonna say, dude,
you love that shit.
I fucking love that. Oh my God, I love that. To see you, just that raw motion, just that in depth, intact. Like I am ready for fucking to be in the trenches. I liked it, man, because you were talking some shit that most people wouldn't have picked that person to take out their frustrations, but you did. It was badass. And also, I'm kind of glad. I want to backtrack. I love that you're hitting that pen. When you hit that pen, you're more controlled. You're more composed. But there were times where I know we haven't posted those videos yet where you're not on that pen. Bro, you are fucking leaned over the table in depth, screaming, yelling. I'm like, that's that motherfucker. That's the man I know. That's the bad motherfucker.
I was thinking when I smoke, I'm like too reserved, too like
very reserved,
quiet and shit.
Now, I can't tell you what's going to work for you, but I would love to see a few recordings where you do smoke, and I'd love to see a few recordings where you don't smoke.
There's plenty on there already.
That you do smoke?
You just have to watch them. Bro, if you watched all the videos...
Nope.
I said if. If you watched all the videos, then we would be at like 300 views. We were just at 200. Like.
Yeah, we're at 200 for fucking 25 videos. We suck. We're not getting more than 10 views per video, but I'm a negative person. You're a
Dude,
positive
we haven't
person.
done anything except record.
That's true. Okay, I shouldn't expect more than that. You're right. I got you.
We haven't edited a single video. The only thing we've done is shown up and press record.
Which is why lately I've been thinking maybe, man, going live. This is basically doing it live anyway, with the exception of before.
Yeah, but the whole point of going live is, you know, interacting with the people that are watching.
Well,
like if you just said nobody's watching it. So
yeah.
If you go live, yeah, maybe it pops up in people's thing because it promotes the live shit. But if there's a bunch of shit on that screen right now, we don't know what the fuck these people are saying.
So we would need to.
You need to have it on a laptop right in front of you.
Right, yeah.
So again, that goes into our setup. Our setup is a fucking cell phone on a stick. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, if we get the mics set up, even something like a fucking tablecloth that, like, is less, like, reverb or whatever, the fucking noise.
Because we keep banging the table like idiots.
Well, even when we put stuff down on it, it'll be quieter, you know? But the microphones will probably cancel out a lot of that shit as well. They'll be built to, like, certain types of, like, whatever. But they all got to go into, like, a thing as well. So you got to get like this kind of like an interface thing where all the mics connected.
So we have the laptop here, everything.
There's a checklist of things that we got to get.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I was looking into
it's gonna take me a little bit of time to be able to get those things.
I'm gonna get it. I got it all lined up.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
Like I said, dude, I'm gonna look and see if I can find some shit for like a fraction of the cost, because you know there's gonna be people out there that went and bought all the shit brand new, built like a whole room in their house. They're talking about a podcast.
They thought they were special.
For fucking 12 months, they're fucking painting a wall talking about podcasting instead of just fucking podcasting. And then they go spend money on all the microphones. They fucking have the light fixtures with the little IKEA fucking thing in the corner. Because this is a mood light, and that's a soft light, and this is a bright light. Like, they try to do all that shit, and then they go to record the first episode, and they're like...
we were...
Meanwhile, we're doing it organically. We're giving people a bunch of bullshit backlog shit they can watch in the future once they fall in love with us. Which might take a while because we're going to break their heart over and over again.
Over and over.
But you know they're going to keep coming back. But you know they're going to keep coming back.
I mean, fuck, dude, when you see a train crash, like... What are you going to do? You're going to go on to the next video where you watch this guy talk about a conspiracy theory? Or you're going to watch, like, the next, where it cues up the next video of another fucking train crash?
Oh, soon.
I'm going to watch the other train crash because I want to see how much worse can this get.
Soon we can have some conspiracy theory guys come on. You know? We'll get a third mic set up so people want to come in person. If not, we do it on the computer. We'll get it all set up where, like, we could do it through Zoom or some shit. Where, like... Start basically just interviewing people. You know? Just get people on the show. Just like random all across the fucking board. Like I was watching this one video today and this guy's like saying like, oh, if you want to try to like increase your podcast or something, like try these tricks or like do these 5 things or whatever. Somebody put it in the comments, so I was just scrolling. I didn't even listen to the video. I just scrolled down and saw what they wrote, like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like. The first thing was like, get real specific and don't talk about too broad of a topic. And I was like, fuck that. I was like, absolutely not. We're talking about everything.
I know we're talking about everything, but...
I thought that's exactly the opposite of what... That's like, you know what I mean? That told me right there, I'm never going to listen to a thing that guy says about it.
Yeah, Tony, I wouldn't discount it.
No, we don't need to be... We're not a niche of anything. We are what the fuck we are.
We are what the fuck we are. I know we are, but... I noticed
that's our fucking niche. Boom, there you go.
The very successful channels, the few that I've been watching, and these are channels that probably shouldn't be successful, but they are because they focus on one specific topic and they only discuss that one specific topic or things related to that. But if you keep it very like niche, that is where you get your audience. nobody's watching us because we're over here. We're not. I think about how many times I was like, well, I heard this thing, and I give you all the wrong details because I'm like conflating it with another story.
You gotta get your fucking pimp juices flowing, bro.
Pimp juice, baby.
When it comes to the podcast, you gotta have your podcast pimp juice.
I got my pimp juice here.
That's what you need because I had a fucking line lined up.
You did? I did. Damn, bro. His one-liners are fucking. His one-liners are hilarious.
Hey, hold on.
I'm gonna sit here in silence.
It's because you moved, bro. I don't know. It kind of like threw me off.
I didn't mean to fuck you up.
But what the fuck was it? Oh man. Dude, there's shit they say that like edits the video for you.
Really?
Yeah. So if like we sat here and like didn't say anything for like 5 seconds, it would automatically just like send it out or whatever, like an edited version where it's tightened up.
So it has to be some sort of artificial intelligence. Oh, by the way, so I've said this at least 3 times in the past 3 recordings that the Sunday Cool guys. I fucking now let me finish. Not just about them. I laced into them and said they were full of shit. However, I also said that I catch myself still watching their shorts. I lost my train of thought. What did you just say before about God damn it!
Pimp juice. Gotta keep your pimp juice flowing.
I had a thing lined up and I had forgotten my words and
now you're just copying me.
No, I feel like a fucking idiot now. You have an excuse. You're high. I'm just drunk. You know when you're drunk,
it's the same excuse.
No. When you're high, and I'll tell you, man, when I smoke, sometimes buddy fucking hooks up a little bit. Sometimes I hit a little bit of yours. Like I have these fucking crazy ideas that either don't make sense or I'm like, oh, okay, one thought leads into another thought leads into another thought, and I have it all lined out, and I get 3 seconds into the first statement, and then forget everything I was about to say.
Because that's kind of like the one thing my buddy was complaining about when he watched the show. He's like, you guys are all over the place.
We are probably
just me being high, like derailing everything.
Well, that night I can't stay on topic, and I act like a fucking moron. But I had given them a hard time about the niche, that they just copy another channel, but they are niche. I'd also talk shit about how they're unprepared. And meanwhile, I'm over here checking my phone, trying to find stats. Shit. Point is, you're right. Authentically inauthentic. I'm full of shit.
No, but I read that before as a compliment. Like your voice was like the way you said it. You know what I mean? It was very like PG. Like it was like the newsman, like type
the newsman of the 1960s when they were nice and like unbiased.
No. It was the PG of it. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm like missing them.
No, I see what you were saying. I had that
fakeness.
That authentic inauthenticity that newscasters.
Like if you were working in a call center, like talking like you were working in a call center.
Mr. Johnson, how are you today? So I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But like.
Mr. Johnson, do you let colored folk use your front door? Ooh, Mr. You gotta stop doing that. Make the Negroes use the back door. He drops off the milk, that's one thing. But watch him oogle your wife. Watch him with those Negro eyes. We can't allow that. Oh, and here comes Mr. Stevenson down the street with his shotgun to stop your wife from becoming a snickerlicker. Because everybody knew what she did at Louisiana State University back in 1954. They integrated the schools and that ended poorly. White women were giving birth to mulatto children. Never has a travesty happened that was such a tragedy more in this country than before that. Don't allow Negroes to use the front door, Mr. Jackson. Make them use the rear door. And if not, Mr. Stevens will be coming up. That is a 10 gauge. Ah, yes. And now we go to an ad break. The new 10, the 1954 Remington 10 gauge. Shoot down a flock of geese, a flock of ducks, or a flock of Negroes. I got nothing against the black folks, but I'm going to make some jokes here. So, what I was trying to say before was, The Sunday Cool guys that I've ripped apart and told you. No, they're actually alright, dude. I like their stuff. But they were talking about talking to an AI and asking, who's going to be the next president of the United States. And they said, well, it's September because it's end of September. We don't know yet. And they rephrased the question. Well, it's 2025. Who's the current president? And they're like, well, Kamala Harris is the president. And they're like, AI predicted this. And then they went to the next term. So it was 2020. Let's see, it was changed to 2025. It's 2030. Kamala Harris is in her second term. Bro. I cannot begin to tell you how much. Now, I'm not trying to be like a boomer, one of those fucking, the world's ending. But, bro, if cunt Mala, and I mean it, cunt Mala wins, bro, they are going to executive order and just put fucking 130,000 firearms dealers out of business. You will not be able to buy a gun. You will not be able to buy ammo. So for the next few months, I am loading up on ammo for my fucking 7.62 fucking millimeter full metal jacket.
Right, that's more of the stuff that you shouldn't.
I mean, sorry, I've been drinking
an abundance of online. Yeah.
So
you should. I think everybody should.
They told the artificial intelligence that it is whatever year it is and who's president. These people are not our friends. And I know everyone's got a problem with Trump, but at least with Trump, we get to maintain some level of our Americanocracy or our Americana or how the United States, we get to hold on to the old school version of the United States for a few more years. And I am authentically concerned that, look, man, we live in a democratic republic.
Well, here's the thing. They're going to basically just try to convince people to have robots in their house so that the robot could constantly spy on them.
They're doing that anyway.
Yeah, but they're gonna. What they basically want is they want their own fucking operative inside your house. Listen, and people are gonna fucking think that it's like, this is so cool. It does the dishes. Are you fucking retarded?
It's a woman. That's what a woman does.
No, but it's like you're gonna allow this robot is not controlled by you.
Oh, it makes life so much easier. Yeah, it does the dishes. It takes care of the kids. It just did. Oh, it strangled Johnny. Oh, it's just the programming, Mr. Thompson. We're gonna fix that right away. And it just strangled my other child.
You have those fucking Clinton darts come out of its fingers.
It's like, hey, I have a real problem. These things don't work, and I think they're eradicating people of a specific ethnic group and of a specific religious background. Bang, bang! Oh, it's so sad. He committed suicide twice.
Dude, you want to be like one of them fucking cult things where all these bodies show up one day? It'll be like a whole fucking development of fucking robots just fucking kill the family at night. Be like, another town fucking went missing.
No, you have to watch that.
But Tesla stock went up another 5 points.
I think Musk is on the side of the people. I think he's on the side of guys like you and me. Regular dudes trying to work, trying to fucking live our lives, have a good time.
All the guys that are into putting computer chips in people's brains and building robots.
Actually, okay, I'm going to agree with you on that one. All right, I gotta change my stance there. Yeah. No, they are. Neuralink.
I don't know.
Tony, don't you think life would be so much better if you didn't have to think? If you had just a chip inside of your brain that did your thinking for you?
I don't know.
No, it fucking wouldn't. You're a grown man. You make your own decisions. Now,
I don't think.
Tony, life would be so much better.
I think the human body is pretty capable on its own
of making its own decisions.
I don't think it needs the help of electronics.
Tony, wouldn't it just be so much better if the government, well, we're not going to say the government, but if a private company, private corporation had a chip in your brain, it could tell you what to think, how to think, what to say. You'd be 33% more efficient. And all of a sudden, you know what? I do need the Mr. Scrubby. I need 34 of those things. I got to go out to Walmart and buy fucking 34 Mr. Scrubbies. Because Mr. Scrubby fucking is advertising and paying Neuralink a lot of money to put those advertisements. Put the advertisements there. Where do I find the Negro repellent?
Well, I got a little bit of a more serious note, I guess.
Listening.
They kind of do have stuff like that already, a little bit. So they have like a therapy for Parkinson's patients, where like they kind of have this like thing kind of put into their back that will basically shock the muscles to like stimulate them, sort of thing. So somehow it regulates whatever, and it just helps relieve them of all their symptoms. As far as like shaking, like they're just able to have.
These are people with Parkinson's or people with any type of like neurological degenerative disease.
It's like Parkinson's treatment, but it's like basically like this kind of like a thing that sends feedback to like a machine. So from the computer and the machine, they can kind of like tweak it for whatever. I guess it has to do with like the electrical like stimulus to the brain or the spine or something. It's a real interesting surgery they do, but it's actually pretty like effective.
I'd like to know more about this. Truth is, when it comes to the Parkinson's, that is where I'm willing to give up a little ground. That is where I'm willing to give up, hey man, maybe this guy should have a chip. Maybe somebody else should have
Well, no, it's not the chip thing though. I'm just saying it's like you're already like kind of doing that shit on a certain level. With other things, is what I'm saying, you know? Like, just to go from there to like a chip that does something else, it's like, you're already doing it in another way, kind of already, with other therapies, is what I'm saying. So, it's not that big of a jump in, like...
To go from whatever therapy they were.
To us, it sounds crazy to put a computer chip in your fucking brain, but... to a doctor that's already doing this kind of a surgery for whatever other reason, for it to then be something else. I don't know, the whole computer thing is like, that's just on a whole other fucking level, bro. That's not an ACL surgery. You're like tapping into someone's fucking brain.
You really are. You're tapping into their most basic of motor functions and cognitive recollection. I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense. It makes sense in my head. But I think for a person with a neurological degenerative disease like Parkinson's or God forbid, Alzheimer's, if you can help somebody with that, I'm actually all about it.
Because if your fucking dad's 80 or some shit, or your mom and you or whoever, and you want to fucking, have another 10 years or something, and they're telling you can get some surgery that involves XYZ, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they go from what they were to like right back to how they used to be. People are going to be fucking doing that shit.
People would pay an astronomical amount of money for that. I mean, just to see Grandpa, who didn't remember you 10 minutes ago, to be like, Tony, how you doing, buddy? How's the podcast going? How's work going over at the place? And it's like, Grandpa, yesterday you didn't know who I was. Like, truth is,
how horrible would it be if, like, they're going to have that conversation with him while he's in, like, a fucking home, and, like, the fucking, the girl that's supposed to come up with the money or some shit shows up, big fake ass, fake tits, all this work done. I'm sorry, Grandpa, we don't have the money for your surgery.
Sorry, we're not gonna do. Sorry, Grandpa. We had funds, but Grandpa, we don't have the money for your surgery. I'm sorry. Matthew,
who are you?
That girl you were dating years ago, does she have fake hooters now? Because old folks are calling hooters or breasts. Are her breasts more impressive now? Are her buttocks more luscious? More gift for the gab and more grift for the grab, if you know what Grandpa's talking about, because he used to molest Negroes back when he came back from World War II, because those women are not real people. They were only 2/3 of a vote, so old Granddad could run up and grab himself the fat of the fattest, of the graftiest, of the loosiest buttocks of the local negress. I'm sorry, man. Ooh. I did have something pop into my head, but then it left immediately. Still got the Sunday. Oh, God.
You're still talking about that?
Yeah, I do, because I feel really bad about trashing those guys. And
fuck them. Who gives a fuck?
I know. Truth is, fuck
trash more people.
They do suck. But they do bring attention to You know what? Everyone calls it conspiracy theories. They do bring attention to conspiracy facts that, oh my God, it brings it, it's like, wow, this is a big deal. And then I go to the source of the guy from Y-Files, who everyone goes to. This is the most well-researched YouTuber out there. And, damn it, there was something.
I've never heard of that guy. So you're talking about somebody that is like the best at whatever, and I've never heard of him. So just because we're podcasting and no one's heard of us, why the fuck would you give a shit if they heard of us yet? And that's what I was talking about before with the pimp juice shit. You got to have that pimp mentality where you're like, they just haven't found us yet. It's like,
just haven't found us
it's
yet.
not that, oh, nobody listens. No. They just haven't, fucking audience hasn't found us yet.
Toneth, and I said toneth because I'm going to refer to you as that. I understand what you're saying, I agree what you're saying, but like, from objectively, and I'm not talking subjectively, I'm talking objectively, outsider's perspective. Even if they found us, they wouldn't listen. Our fucking program is trash.
It doesn't matter.
But I think today we're doing all right.
It doesn't matter. We don't even have microphones yet. We're still on episode.
And whose fault is that?
Yours.
Actually, it is my fault. Because I should have way more money, and I don't because I'm a fucking
It's all good, bro. It wasn't our time yet. We had to get a few fucking things under our belt. We're proving that we're gonna show up and do it. We're talking about a month's worth of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only been 6 months. We're averaging one out of every 6 days, basically. That's pretty fucking solid.
Actually, that's pretty fucking good. One every 6 days.
It's only been 6 months. From the time that you fucking called me when I was in Florida, it hasn't even been like 6 months probably.
Wow. And I know why I called you. And you know what's going to be funny? If we turn out to be somewhat successful, I'm going to be able to pinpoint it to an issue with a relationship, a prior relationship, before starting another one, that I was in need of a pep talk from a buddy who always knows how to fucking hype me up. And I called you, and out of nowhere, you're just like, hey, man, like, you think maybe you ever want to do a podcast? That's going to be very interesting. All right, true this. Hear me out. If that is the case, we become successful, I'm going to be able to pinpoint it to the exact moment that happened. And I'm also going to be able to pinpoint it to, like, all right, I have this theory that every decision I ever made in my life did not matter, because I always ended up where I would have been anyway. But this is going to be one of those times where I'm going to end up in a position of moderate to extreme success, where I would have never ended up there prior if I hadn't made the decision to be involved with a certain person who fucked everything all, who just didn't appreciate, didn't respect me. And it's like, if that person didn't do what they did, if I didn't get involved with this person at that specific time, and it didn't end the way it ended, I would have never called you. I would have never been looking at you for that pep talk, getting back in the office to get to work. And we would never have the conversation of, you know what, maybe we should start a podcast here. And it's like, if that works and this is successful, it's sort of going to mean that, like, decisions I made years ago were all the right decisions to lead me to where I am in life now. And I find it very interesting to think about. And if that does work out, that's going to be pretty fucking cool. I don't know if you followed what I was saying. I hope you followed what I was saying. Okay.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Another thing. There is a YouTuber I follow called Wartime Stories. He is retired military, and he has great stories about, like, there's some legitimate, like, and I'm talking about going back to the Civil War, of ghost stories and paranormal shit.
Civil War of my heart.
Civil War of your heart. Speaking of which, I'm glad that you told me that that girl had been in contact. That's fucking awesome. I want to, dude. I love it.
Slow playing.
That's what you should. That's the only, dude. That's the only way you're gonna fucking pull it with the bitch like this.
No, I can't make games. Don't want to be doing any games.
You gotta pause it. Need the toilet. Need the toilet.
You gotta go. If you gotta run. I can pause it.
No. I want to hear the end of the story.
There is no end of the story.
Well, play it slow. I'm so proud of you, dude. I'm so glad it worked out the way, because I thought you were full of shit, and then I'm like, oh my God, the man's got it, and I'm like, oh fuck, he lost it, and I'm like, damn, dude, my buddy lost, and all of a sudden now it's like, oh shit, bitch, the bitch came back, like, I'm all in, I'm hooked on this.
What you just said about the whole fucking conversation when we were in the truck,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was in the truck, same shit with that. When I saw the picture and shit, I've been saying the same thing for the last 5-6 months. You know what I mean? Like, and it still just keeps one step further, one step further, one step further.
And maybe that's all you need to do is just move the needle a little bit.
It's with everything, bro. It's what we're doing here. It's everything, you know?
And I hope we're moving that needle. But,
if you got a piss or something?
I do. Can we maybe pause it for a minute? Are you going to keep it going or are you going to pause it?
No. Pause it or... Yeah,
I'm going to pause it. But I'm only going to pause it for like